Hi, and welcome to this tutorial where I will teach you how to make this cute and beautiful shawl. It's called the Raspberry Croissant shawl, and it's a crescent shape, so you can wear it as a shawl or as a triangle scarf. It's very nice and drapey, and it has these ends which curl up so nicely. This is one of the first designs that I created and published by myself, and I wanted to make a video to show you exactly how you get from a ball of yarn and a hook to this, which is perfect to wear either in summer or autumn, winter. I made another version in a different yarn just to see what it looks like. This is made with wool and acrylic, and it's just as soft and drapey and nice to wear as the other one, and this one is more suited for autumn winter weather. It's perfect for wearing at the office or going for a walk or going shopping, whatever. I love wearing it like this. It's perfect under a coat. So as you can see, the pattern is really simple. It just has these bands going down from the middle and from the sides to the other end, and the way we increase every row creates this beautiful shape that will stay on your shoulders no matter what. One of these, something similar to this, 800 meters of yarn. This is 100% cotton, but you can also get it in 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, or a different fiber. And what's nice about this is that it's gradient, so you have different colors of yarn going in while the other ones are phased out, so you get this really nice transition from dark to a light color, or there are different cakes with different color combinations, but you don't need to use this. I mean, they're quite expensive. You can use just any kind of yarn you like. I also used simple acrylic with wool for this version, one color. I used also around 800 meters for this one, so you can also increase the thickness of the yarn you use. These ones I made with a 3mm hook, and they are around the weight too, but you can make them in a thicker yarn, and the bands will be a bit wider, but the shawl will be as big as you want it. So pick up enough yarn for a normal size shawl. I would say between 600 and 1,000 meters, or between 600 and 1,000 yards of yarn, and pick up a hook that's compatible with the yarn that you chose, and let's get to it. I will show you step by step how to make the beginning of the shawl, and then the rest is easy. You just repeat the steps from the previous rows. I will see you with the first row. I'll be demonstrating using this yarn, which is by Alize. It's called Cotton Gold, and it requires, it says 2 to 4mm hook, and it's 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. It's good enough for this demonstration. You can use whatever yarn you like. I will unpack this, and then I will talk a bit about the pattern itself, which you can print before we start. I would like to talk a bit about the pattern itself. There are instructions, and there is also a diagram. If you've not worked with a diagram before, it's not a problem. You can watch this video as many times as you like, but I will use the diagram because it's much easier for me to read. You have the legend here which says what each of the stitches means. So we start with the magic ring, and then we do 3 chain, then we do the number of double crochet stitches that are presented here, and then we continue with the next row. So this is worked back and forth, and you can print this in color if you like, but I don't really need it. And I will demonstrate all the rows up to row 14, so you can see the whole repeat of rows, and then you can continue on your own. The first row consists of the equivalent of 11 double crochets, so we will make 3 chain in a magic ring and then 10 double crochets. We begin with the magic ring. This is just a simple loop. Put the hook in and draw through, then make 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. And now we will start working in this loop 10 double crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we have the equivalent of 11 double crochets in the magic ring, and we will pull on this tail to close up the ring. Extract the tail and then pull on it like this, and this closes the magic ring. So now we have the first row finished, and we will continue with the second row. We begin the second row with chain 5, chain 3 for the first double crochet, and then chain 2 for the space, and then we make 5 double crochets starting from the first stitch, and then we make 3 double crochets in the middle, and then we repeat this in the mirror on the other side. We begin with 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you haven't turned already, we turn now, and a double crochet in the first stitch. This is the increase. We have increased by 3. Now we do double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we have reached the middle stitch, so we make 3 double crochets in here, increasing 1 stitch per side, so that's increasing 2 in the middle. 2, 3. Then we make 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in the last stitch we will do a double crochet, 2 chains, and another double crochet or extended double crochet if you want. We make 1 double crochet in the top of the chain, okay, this is 1 double crochet, and then chain 2, and then another double crochet. Because it's so difficult to work in this chain 3 from the other row, I usually don't work with chain. In the beginning of each row I do mock double crochet, or in this case mock extended double crochet. So I will show you how to do this. First we look at the pattern and see what is next. Next row, row 3, we have 4 double crochets in the first stitch, 2 chains. We skip the 2 chains from the previous row, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets, 1 in each stitch, then 3 double crochets in the middle, and then we continue again with 6 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2, and 4 double crochets in the last stitch, or in this case the top of the chain 3. We'll show you how to make the beginning double crochet. It's very simple. We have the yarn in front here and chain 1 to secure it there. Extend the loop on the hook a bit and go around. This creates a loop here that we will use for the double crochet. Then go into the stitch and pull up a loop while holding on to the loop on the hook, the twisted one. Then yarn over and pull through 2, and then you are left with 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. This creates a much nicer stitch for the beginning of the row. Okay, now we have the beginning. We can continue with 3 more double crochet stitches here. 1, 2, and 3. So that makes 4 stitches in the first stitch from the last row. Then chain 2, 1, 2, skip this space, the chain 2 space, and then make 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we put 3 double crochet stitches in the middle here, in the middle stitch. 1, 2, 3. Then 6 all the way to the chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we chain 2 and skip 2 and make 4 double crochet stitches in the top, in the third chain here. So that's 1 and 2, 3, and 4. So this is the end of the third row. The next row is the same. We made 4 double crochets in the first stitch, then we make 1 in each of the next stitches. The next row, row 4, is the same. We have 4 double crochets in the first stitch, then 1 double crochet in each of the next stitches until the chain 2 space, that where we chain 2, and then we continue with double crochet stitches until the middle stitch, in which we put 3 double crochets. So now I want to show you how I make the beginning extended double crochet, which will make this long side a bit stretchier, so it lays nicer along your shoulders. First we turn the work so that the working yarn is here in the front. Chain 1 and make a longer chain. Put the yarn around the hook, insert the hook, pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2 to finish the stitch. So this is just a bit taller than a normal double crochet stitch, and it will make this edge a bit softer. So there are 3 double crochets left for this stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Then we make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. That's 1, then 2, and 3. Now that we got to this chain 2 space, we chain 2 and skip 2, so we skip this space and we work in the next double crochet. We make 1 double crochet in each of the stitches until the middle here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 double crochets in total. So I made 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Now we are in the middle. We make 3 double crochets in this stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Then we continue with 1 double crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. Now that we have reached the chain 2 space, we make 2 chains. We skip the space and we make 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches, so 1 in each stitch. So because this was a mock double crochet, now we can work into it as in a normal double crochet. It has 2 loops. You have to find them. Here, 1 and 2, and we work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and the last one can be an extended double crochet. So yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So this makes it symmetrical with the first stitch here in the beginning. This is what it looks like now. Row number 4 is complete, and we already have a nice shawl shape here. For row number 5, we begin with 4 double crochet stitches in the first stitch as usual, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochet stitches before the chain 2 space, then chain 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochet stitches, 1 in each of the next 8 stitches, then 3 in the middle, and then we repeat the same on the other side, mirroring the steps. 8 double crochets, then chain 2, skip 2, then 6 plus 4 in the last stitch. To begin row 5, I will use the same technique as before. Turn, then chain 1 and pull up a loop. Make the fake yarn over here, insert, pull up a loop. So I dropped it, no problem, I can fix it. So pull through 1, pull through 2, okay, and pull through 2. That's the beginning extended double crochet. Then I make 3 more double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, then 6 double crochets, 1 in each of the next 6 stitches. This is 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You notice that I don't actually look at the diagram after making the first stitch because this is very intuitive. You just follow what the stitches tell you. So now we got to the chain 2 space, so we chain 2 and we skip that part. Then we make 1 double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. So 1, and you can see we have gotten to the middle of the 3 again. We make 3 in that stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Then we have 8 double crochet stitches along here. When we get to this space, we make chain 2, and then 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Then 4 double crochets or 3 double crochets and 1 extended double crochet in the top of this stitch. Here you can see the loops. Here 1, 2, here, okay, so 1, 2, 3 double crochets and 1 extended double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And this is it. End of row 5. This is what the shawl looks like after 5 rows, and now you should have the hang of it. In row 6 we begin the same as in row 2 with chain 5 or with extended double crochet and chain 2 plus 1 double crochet in the first stitch, then 9 double crochets, so 1 in each of the next 9 stitches, then chain 2 and skip 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double crochets and 3 double crochets in the middle stitch, then the same 9, 2 chains, then 9, then 1 double crochet, chain 2, extended double crochet in the last stitch. Beginning row 6 we make an extended double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet in the same stitch, then 1 double crochet in each of the next 9 stitches, 1, then we chain 2 and skip 2, make 9 more double crochets here, then we have reached the middle again. We make 3 double crochets in here, 1, 2, and 3 in the same stitch, and we continue with 9 double crochets, 1 in each of the next 9 stitches, we chain 2, 1, 2, and make 9 double crochets, one in each of the next 9 stitches. And then we put 1 double crochet, chain 2, and extended double crochet in the last stitch. This is what row 6 looks like. Now we are at row 7. We will begin with 4 double crochets in the first stitch, then a chain 2 and keep chain 2, then 10 double crochet stitches, one in each of the previous stitches, then another chain 2, then another 10, then 1 chain, 1 double crochet in the middle, and another chain. This is the increase at the middle, then 2 more sets of 10 double crochets, and then chain 2 and 4 double crochet to finish the row. We begin with an extended double crochet in the first stitch, and then 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Then chain 2 and 1 double crochet in each of the next 10 stitches. Then we make a chain 2 and another 10 double crochet stitches, one in each of the next 10 stitches. Now we are at the middle stitch, so we will chain 1 double crochet in this stitch, and then chain 1. Okay, and then we continue with 10 double crochets. And chain 2 again, and make 10 more double crochet stitches. This is a very relaxing pattern because you don't actually need to count anything except in the middle and at the sides, and as the rows become longer you have more and more of these 10 double crochet chain 2 sections, so you don't really need to count anything, you just look at the spaces. You should count if you're unsure of what you're doing. If you're a beginner, you should definitely count, and if you see something wobbly, so we have then here chain 2, then make 3 double crochets and 1 extended double crochet in the last stitch. So this is the top of the stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the end of row 7. Row 8 starts the same as row 4. We begin with 4 double crochets in the first stitch, then we have 3 double crochets, chain 2 space, 10 double crochets, chain 2 space, 10 double crochet, then chain 2, 1 double crochet in the middle stitch, chain 2, and we continue with 2 more sets of 10 double crochets and chain 2. Then we finish with 3 double crochets, 1 in each stitch, and then 4 double crochets in the last stitch. So we begin row 8 by doing an extended double crochet stitch and 3 double crochets in the first stitch. 1, 2, 3. Then we have 3 double crochets, 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. Chain 2, 10 double crochet stitches, chain 2, 10 more double crochet stitches, 1, we're almost at the middle, so we chain 2, 1, 2, 1 double crochet in the middle stitch, then we continue with chain 2, 10 double crochet, then chain 2, 10 double crochet again, we continue with 2 chains, and then we have 3 more double crochets, and the final 4 stitches in the last stitch, I will do again 3 double crochets and 1 extended double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and the last one, an extended double crochet. So this is it. This is the end of row 8. This is what it looks like now. Row 9 is similar to row 5 in the beginning. It starts with 4 double crochets in the first stitch, then 6 more double crochets, then we have the chain 2 space, 1, 2, 10 double crochet sections, then we have chain 2, 3 double crochets in the middle stitch, then we continue in a mirror. So 1, 2 full sections of chain 2, 10 double crochet, then chain 2, then another 6 double crochet and 4 double crochet stitches in the last stitch. We begin row 9 with an extended double crochet and 3 double crochets in the first stitch. Okay, then we continue with double crochet stitches to the end of this section until we get to the chain 2 space. That's 6 double crochet stitches, and we chain 2 and make the 10 double crochet and chain 2 sections twice. Chain 2, make 10 more, chain 2, and now we make 3 double crochet stitches here in the middle. And now we continue with 2 chain 2, 10 double crochet sections here and here. Chain 2, another 10 double crochet stitches. Here we go. chain 2, and we have 6 double crochet stitches and 4 in the last one. 4 in the last one, so 1, 2, 3, and the 4th unextended double crochet. That's it for row 9. Row 10 is very similar to row 6 and row 2. In the beginning we start with a chain 5, or we start with an extended double crochet and chain 2. Then we have 3 sections of 10 double crochet, chain 2. In the middle we have 5 stitches, so 1 double crochet, 3 in the middle, and then 1. Then we continue with 3 more of these sections, and we end with a chain 2 double crochet or extended double crochet. So I start with an extended double crochet, and chain 2, then double crochet in the same stitch, and then make double crochets all the way to the chain 2 space. Okay, now chain 2 and continue with the 10 double crochet sets. Ten more done, chain 2 and make 10 more. Okay, chain 2, and now we are almost at the middle. Make 1 double crochet here, then 3 in the middle, then 1 more. 1 and 3, and then 1 in the next, and chain 2 and make 2 sets of 10 double crochet, chain 2. One set done, chain 2, and then 1 more set. Okay, chain 2, and now we have 10 more double crochet stitches to make with the last one in the last stitch. and it's 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 extended double crochet in the same stitch. And this is row 10 finished. For row 11 we start with 4 double crochet stitches in the first stitch, then we have a chain 2 and 3 sets of 10 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, so that's 3, and then we have 2 double crochet stitches, 3 in the middle, 2 more, and then another 3 sets of 10 double crochet and chain 2, and then we finish with 4 stitches in the last stitch on this row. We begin with an extended double crochet or chain 3 if you like, or chain 4, and then 3 more double crochets in the first stitch, then chain 2, and we make 3 sets of 10 double crochet, chain 2. Three sets done, chain 2 and 1, 2 double crochets, then 3 in the middle stitch, and 2 more in the next stitches, and we begin again with the chain 2, 10 double crochet sets. Now that these are done, we continue with chain 2, then we make 4 double crochet stitches in the last stitch, or in my case 3 double crochet stitches and 1 extended double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's continue with row 12, which is similar to rows 8 and 4, and it starts with 4 double crochets in the first stitch, then 3 double crochets, and we have 3 sets of chain 2, 10 double crochets, then chain 2, and then we continue with 3 double crochet stitches, 3 in the middle, and then another 3, and then we continue in the same manner on the other side. By now you should be quite familiar with the pattern, but I will continue until row 14, just like in the pattern itself, just to show you exactly what to do on every row, just in case. It's very simple to pick up and it's quite repetitive, so there's not much you can mess up in here. So we have 4 stitches in the first one, and then 3 more double crochets in the next 3 stitches, and we continue with the chain 2, 10 double crochet. Once the repeats are done, we continue with the chain 2. We have 3 double crochets here, 1, 2, 3, then 3 double crochets in the middle stitch, and 3 more on this side. Now we have 3 more repeats of chain 2, 10 double crochets on this side, and I will come back when I finish this part. Now that the repeats are done, let's finish the row. So chain 2, then we make 3 double crochet stitches, 1 in each of the next 3 stitches, and we finish up with 3 double crochet stitches and 1 extended double crochet in the last stitch. That's 3 double crochets and 1 extended double crochet. Now row 12 is finished. Row 13 is the last one in the repeat sequence, and it's very similar to row 9 and row 5 in the beginning. We start with 4 double crochet stitches in the first stitch, then we have 6 more double crochet stitches, then we have the repeat of chain 2, 10 double crochet, then we have 4 double crochet stitches, 3 in the middle, 4 double crochet stitches, then 3 more repeats of the chain 2, 10 double crochet, and we finish with 6 double crochets and 4 double crochets in the last stitch. Starting round 13 again with an extended double crochet and 3 double crochet stitches in the first stitch, that's 4 in total. Then we make 6 more until we get to the chain 2 space. Okay, now we have the chain 2, 10 double crochet repeats 3 times. I will skip over this in the video. When the 3 repeats are done, we continue with chain 2, then 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochet stitches, then 3 in the middle stitch here, and 4 more on this side, and again we end up having 3 sets of chain 2 10 double crochet stitches before we finish off the row. So I'll skip over this again. Once those repeats are finished, we continue with chain 2, then 6 double crochets here, five and 6, and 3 double crochets and 1 extended double crochet in the last stitch. And that's it. Now we have row 13 finished, and we have a 12 row repeat that we will follow, and I will just demonstrate with row 14 just so you know exactly what you're doing. But right now we have 4 of these bands on each side, and we will continue with a repeat of row 2, which has beginning of this band, then 4 of these repeats of chain 2 10 double crochet, and then we have the middle of the row the same way as in row 2. So I will show you that, and then you can continue on your own by repeating row 3, 4 and so on with an increasing number of these bands. We begin row 14 by making first an extended double crochet in the first stitch, then chain 2 and 1 double crochet. Now we finish this section, which will count as the 4th chain 2 10 double crochet repeat, and we make 3 more until we get to the middle. So I will skip this part and I'll see you at the middle part. Now we're at the middle, we chain 2 and make 5 double crochet stitches to the middle of the shawl. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we make 3 double crochet stitches in the middle stitch, then 5 more on this side, okay. Now we have the 4 repeats of chain 2 10 double crochet, and we will meet here at the end with the last stitch. So I'm about to finish up the last repeat and making double crochets all the way to the last stitch. 9 and 10 here. Then we do another chain 2 and then extend a double crochet in the same stitch. Of course you will want to continue, but I am done for this tutorial. You should be able to continue from here on your own. Many people have done so many times already. You can check out the projects on the pattern page on Ravelry and see what beautiful shawls people have already made with this pattern, and add your own. I will probably finish this up and I will show you the end result in the end of this video. After row 14 you can continue on your own using the instructions in the pattern and repeating the same steps that you already took to create the first part of the shawl. I went on and continued with all the yarn that I had and made this cutesy little shawl. It's quite small, but it's good enough for a young girl, for example. I wanted to also show you how else you can wear your shawl tied in the back like this. I want to thank you for following this tutorial that I made for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy finishing up your shawl. If you want to share it with me, you can find all the links to my social media in the description below. In the description you can also find the pattern page or on Ravelry where you can link your project, and you can also see the shawls that other people have made. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to know when I publish more tutorials, click the subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified when I publish a new video. And if you want to help me buy more yarn to make more tutorials, you will find a donation button in the description so you can donate using PayPal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!